When I got home from college, my wardrobe was composed mainly of items from my hippie past, rather than items befitting the dignified legal expert my mother thought I should portray. Many times, I would come out of my bedroom ready to do my duty only to be sent back with the parental admonishment, "You can't wear that to court." Sometimes, I would make several attempts to satisfy Mom before she would give me her stamp of approval, and more importantly, a ride to the courthouse. One day, I sat Mom down and sympathetically informed her that I understood her interest in my apparel. It was my diagnosis that she had been deprived as a child. They didn't have Barbies when Mom was growing up, and it was understandable that she was using me to make up for her deprivation. At that point, she interrupted me with what I thought was a rude laugh and exclaimed,
"Barbie? You mean Roseanne?"
Anyway, I cleared my throat and told her just how undignified her comment was. She held her belly and ignored me completely. When she had regained her composure and had stopped howling, I continued. "Don't you think it would be easier on both of us if you just chose an outfit for me and laid it on the bed, so I would only have to get dressed once?"
You wouldn't mind. I would have suggested it, but I was afraid you would be insulted.
Okay, I just made that up. Mom would never hesitate to insult me. In fact, I could argue that she made a hobby of it. The only reason she hadn't suggested it herself was that she hadn't thought of it. I have as much interest in fashion as my cats do. My sister, Lady Baltimore, who is also blind, loves clothes and has hers labeled. She asks people if she looks nice and is most concerned that she present a polished, professional appearance. I ask 3 questions about clothes. Could I be arrested for indecent exposure? Are they clean? Hey, I have some standards, not many, but some. Are they comfortable? It was this last that usually started Mom's and my clothing negotiations. Shoes weren't a big concern to us. All of the pairs I owned were suitable for court or walking the dog, and I could generally tell which was which. One day, my shoe independence suffered a big setback. I had to go to court in a distant city, and due to a faulty alarm clock and inherent laziness, I was running late. I scurried into my clothes, grabbed a pair of pumps, and merrily hit the road. Before court started, I had to use the ladies' room. I dropped something from my pocket and brushed against my shoe when I picked it up. "Humph," I said. I was sure I grabbed the blue ones. Further investigation informed me that I had, indeed, grabbed a blue one and the red one that caused me to pause in the first place. Several people must have seen my footwear and not mentioned it. However, one woman stared at my feet as if they glowed. My mother explained that we had just realized that I had been a little neglectful in the footwear department.
"I'm sorry. I shouldn't have stared. It's just that the judge came to work with one black shoe and one brown one, and I couldn't help but wonder if I was missing something."